What's up, y'all? I got Jilly here. This is my best friend. This is my girl. And I had to have you come on and do this. Y'all see, she got me. But anyways, I had to have you come on because, you know, we right here with it.
Always.
We right here.
Besties for the resties.
You know, but big dog. But anyways, so I wanted to do these videos because I have my book coming out, which is How to Choose Them, When to Lose Them.
When to lose them.
You know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a chapter from the first part of the book, which is about choosing the right person.
Okay.
And, you know, what you should look for, how you should kind of navigate that portion.
Right.
And then I'm going to give you a chapter from the second part of the book.
Which is when to lose them.
Yes. So,
I know that too well.
You know.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and get into that. I have chosen your chapters.
Ooh.
And I feel like
you
going to body them. So let's get straight into it. I have chosen for you the part of how to choose them is encouraging growth. So encouraging growth in your partner.
Okay.
You know how important it is. We're independent women.
Absolutely.
We know what it is to have our own careers.
Right.
And we have grown to know the importance of having a partner that is about you and yours as much as they're about theirs.
Absolutely.
So equal balanced playing field of you being about them growing, them being about you growing, and how important it is not to suffocate somebody or try to put them in a box of control and not really let them come into their own, because them coming into their own and being sure of what they want is also them being sure of you.
Yes.
So some people try to hang on to stuff and then it's just like, you know.
Well, first and foremost, like in a relationship, the biggest thing in a relationship is a partnership.
100%.
It's not an ownership.
Yes.
And I think, you know, that's what's misconstrued in a lot of
often
relationships these days.
Right.
It's not an ownership. You don't have possession over that person.
Yep.
In a relationship, you know, you were two individuals. And I think people forget that.
Yes.
And I think, you know, us as independent women, that's one of the main things that we haven't forgotten and that we will never forget.
Exactly.
Because I think the main thing for me, and you can back me up, is two incomes are better than one. So let me start there. I'm also a woman who doesn't ask anybody for anything. So I'm gonna work my ass off so I can get what I want when I want it, without any permission. Because I don't do.
And it be a balance. Like, you are a spoiler. We're very alike in that.
Very
so
much
we
so.
like taking care of you.
I definitely am. I think I do.
You know.
Let me say, I can get you the same stuff you can get me.
Hey, okay.
No, but honestly, I think, you know, to be real, I think in a relationship, you know, the importance of support in each other's careers and each other's lanes and whatever it is each other wants to do in life. The support of each other is bigger than the support of anybody in the world. If you push your partner and your partner pushes you to become, you know, the best version of yourself, then you guys are both an unstoppable force. You're a union that can't be, you know, a force that can't be reckoned with.
Exactly. Because, hey, I'm going to tell y'all. My girl got her a good man. I'm not even gonna play about this. She got her a good one. And y'all together, like, you're about to go into this whole force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
So I want y'all to know she is speaking from her life right now.
No,
like,
seriously.
you guys together are beautiful, but you're also individuals.
Yes.
And you both have your own, you're so ambitious apart. And to see you guys ignite together and him push you and you push him.
Absolutely.
And like being understanding that, like, he got stuff to do. And
well,
you got stuff to do. And he wants you to have stuff to do.
And he does. I think with me, you know, my boyfriend is very, very supportive of everything I do. Let me start with there. And the one thing he tells me each and every single day is be great. Be better than you were yesterday.
Be great.
Every single day, my man says,
hey, somebody got to be great. Why not me?
Somebody got to be great. Why not me? No, for real. And that was a real quote. He said, somebody got to be great. Why not me? And, you know, each and every day, my boyfriend starts off every single day with that. You know, let's be better than yesterday. Let's grind harder. Let's get better in our craft. And, you know, he's been saying that from the jump of our relationship. Never has it dwelled. Never has it dimmed. Never has it him, like, he stopped, you know, with that. And vice versa. He gets up every single day in the morning at 6 o'clock. And my contribution to that is, you know, making sure my boyfriend goes to work fed every day. Yeah. I get up at 5 a.m. I don't want to get up at 5 a.m. I don't have a schedule, but I do. You know, that's my support in that aspect, as well as whenever I have, you know, late night studio sessions, he's encouraging me, you know, he'll wake up randomly throughout the night and be like, how's the studio going? Just the fact that you care, you know, just the fact that you push me. For me, like I said, like, his work is more on a set schedule, like actual hours, and you know. But I'm my own boss, so like, our structure is different. Yeah. So my studio session could be from 9 to 4 in the morning, you know. So our times are a bit different, but it never stops with, like, you know, his support as far as anything. He's asking me, do you have studio today? Do you have it tomorrow? When you have it? Do you have any auditions coming up? Do you have pictures? Do I need to take them for you? Like, what's up? I'll get your content. Like, what's good? And I think, you know, for me, that's so important because it makes me, you know, want to grind that much harder when you have somebody who supports you. When you have someone who supports you.
Because they make you level up with your own potential. You know, they're making you see it through. Because if you're just, you know, on idle, or you got somebody that's too insecure to put you on the platform. Remember, me and him talked about this, because I was like, I respect that it is a special, especially a man, but women too, to be able to have somebody that's talented and, like, you know, doing their own thing, to be able to push them up higher and not be insecure of their growth.
Right. And, you know, honestly though, I think he loves having a boss ass chick, you know? Because I'm on my shit, I'm on my grind. I've been on it before I met 100%. Him, while I'm with him, and, you know, even after we're married and everything, I'm still gonna be on it. I think, you know, just the level of finding how we can take both of our careers and not only, like, mix them, but become even, like, at the top together. Exactly. You know, and, like, having those forces to be reckoned with, but with each other, and like elevating each other.
Exactly. So y'all just know, encouraging growth in your partner is absolutely
it's important.
It's important. Vital.
Because the support of each other.
And once you feel that, you'll never go back.
No, and you know, the support of each other goes way bigger than the support of the world. Because sometimes you look for answers from people or validation from people who really it doesn't matter, you know?
Exactly.
And I think that was honestly one of the biggest things I've learned. You know, here's what I want to say. In a relationship, if you're not learning anything, then what are you in it for?
Boom, that part.
You know?
You should be learning from each other.
I learn from my boyfriend every single day.
Yes, that is so important.
Each and every day. And I know it's vice versa. I know he learns from me.
100%.
So I think that's the main thing. If you can't learn with each other, from each other, and grow with each other, and grow from one another, then really what are you in it for?
Exactly.
To stay settled and content with where you're at right there? That's not growth. That's not
exactly.
You know, that's not the way life is supposed to be. No.
So that'll take us into when to lose them. What I have chosen
when to chunk up the deuces.
What I have chosen for you for when to lose them is dynamics. Oh. So when you develop these dynamics that are toxic, that are healthy, like, that's a sign that you need to, you know, get gone. Okay? So what would you say, what would your advice be to anybody watching, or what would your perspective be about when unhealthy dynamics are established, the importance of dynamics, and, like, when you should really pay attention to that and be gone?
You know, I definitely want to say red flags are always red. Even if you paint them green, behind that green, you scratch it off. That red still wants to be there, right? Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Okay. And, you know, I think a lot of people ignore that. A lot of people think, you know, in the start of a relationship, once things go bad, okay, it's going to go back to that start. You know, when I say set the tone, it's from the jump of how you guys talk to each other, how you communicate with respect, respecting each other as individuals, as human beings. Not belittling one another, and ultimately just, I can't stress respect enough. Just really respecting one another, each other's space, just everything.
Such a foundation.
You know, it is. And so it's like, if you go into your relationship like, look, here's what I will and won't accept. You know, here are not even in a this is what I'm gonna do, and if you can't do it, not even in that essence. More so, it's just like
you teach people how to
treat you. One, in our relationship, what we're not going to do is yell at each other. If we have a disagreement, which odds are in a relationship, some point in time in 90 years, you're not going to agree. You know what I mean?
100%.
We're two completely, totally different individuals. We have different perspectives on life, and that's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, we should be able to discuss it in a monotone discussion, you know?
Yeah.
We should be able to have conversation without things getting into an argument.
Yeah.
We should be able to respect each other without calling each other names. If my name isn't baby, babe, love bug, Jilly, then don't call me anything else, you know?
Right.
So it's like, those are the boundaries you need to set from the jump. And what people don't really understand is they don't think that's important. And what I mean by not thinking that's important, because you don't really think about it. You just go into a relationship, that argument comes, you get in, like, you know, into it. The next argument comes, you get into it even worse.
Yep.
The next argument comes.
The boundary keeps getting pushed.
It keeps getting pushed because you didn't set it from the jump.
Exactly.
So in a relationship, if you set those boundaries from the jump and be like, here, look, when we have a disagreement, we're going to sit here and we're going to talk about it. Rule number one in my relationship, we're never going to bed mad at each other. In the story.
Yeah. We
can sit there and be mad, but if you fall asleep, then it's really going to be some issues. Because we're not going to bed mad at each other, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing as well. Not going to bed upset, realizing that you can communicate without arguing. People don't think that that's possible.
Yeah,
and it
really
is.
Don't. It 100%
It is possible. And just ultimate respect.
Yep.
You really have to have respect for your partner.
You 100%.
Like I said, a relationship is a partnership. It's not an ownership.
Yep. So what would you, if you had to chop it down and give somebody watching advice about dynamics that they have that are toxic in their relationship and they're in a point where they really need to get rid of that person? We know it's easier said than it is done.
Very much so.
But what would you advise somebody that is in a bad situation dealing with toxic dynamics to do?
Okay,
in order to lose that person and get on a better path for the rest of their life.
So like as we were talking earlier, I definitely said it's easier said than done. That's my biggest thing, because you know, at the end of the day, nobody knows what you're going through in your relationship except you.
Right.
Nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors. So the opinion of other people is actually not needed. It's not even wanted, you know?
Yeah.
But I think my biggest piece of advice is just knowing that your faith in God and you know what you believe in is the number one thing, because your relationship with God is stronger than any man relationship.
Yeah.
First and foremost, let me start there. And you know, you can look for answers in Him. I ask, like, you know, with situations that I've been through in life, for signs, and realizing when those signs come, not to ignore them. If you see a stop sign and you keep going, then it's like, are you really asking for help? So I think my biggest piece of advice is, if you ask for those signs, really, really look for them, understand them, and also realize that if you want better for yourself, if you love yourself and understand that there's better out there, let go of that toxic energy, because the more toxic energy that you have in your life, you're not giving yourself room and like development for better energy for you. Because at the end of the day, I don't believe that people are supposed to be in toxic relationships.
No.
I feel like that we all have soulmates that make us better, that make us happier, that make us grind more, that make us a better us.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the one person that we came in this world with is us, and the one person we're gonna leave is with us, you know?
And you gotta love you.
You gotta love you. You gotta know who you are.
Yeah.
And you have to have a person who builds you up, who loves you. Like, but the thing is, the number one thing is you have to love yourself.
100%.
So I feel like if you don't love yourself, you're not going to know how to get out of a toxic relationship, because you don't know. You don't.
Yeah.
But
it reflects when you're also trying to find the right partner. If
Absolutely.
you don't love yourself or you lack love
Absolutely.
there, it, you know, totally contributes to your confidence and everything.
Right. So my advice is just, you know, understanding the signs. If you're praying from, know when they're there, and really love yourself. Know who you are. Know who you are in and out. And, you know, just understanding that can go so far. And once you get rid of that toxic, a big thing I want to say is, the longer you stay in a toxic relationship, the longer time that you're wasting in finding a better you, a better person to be with, and happiness. Time waits for no one. So if you really understand that and realize you can't get time back, then you're going to make some changes. You know? You're going to really start to make some changes.
Right.
Changes will be made.
Will be made.
That's my advice.
Yes. So y'all, as you can see, why I had her perspective is golden like her. And this is Kiwi. This is a little baby. I didn't want to give him to you talking, but anyway.
He usually has clothes on. Sorry, he's naked.
Yes.
I just got back in town. He was staying with his godmother who leaves him naked.
I let him do him.
Right.
But anyways, we thank you for watching. This is my girl. Go follow her. Tell them all your stuff.
Everything is Jilly Anais, JILLYANAIS on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all of that.
Yeah.
How to choose them?
When to lose them.